everyone, welcome to Heal Charm Shine. Today's video is about first year of your marriage. So this is the seventh video of future marriage series. The first was how will your future spouse pursue you. The second was who will you marry. The third was future spouse's reaction when they see you for the first time. The fourth was future spouse's love language. The fifth was future family. The sixth was when will you get married. It was a tarot timeline video. And today the last and final video is first year of marriage. I hope you enjoyed the series, and do let me know what kind of series or what kind of videos you would like to see next. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in your pile. Hello everyone, welcome to Heal Charm Shine. Today we are doing the seventh and final video of the future marriage series. So today's video is about first year of your marriage. I am also including how people will see you as a couple, because somebody requested that, and it was not planned in the series, but I'm going to add that in today's video. So let's see first year of your marriage and how people are going to see you also. So I hope pile number one, you enjoyed the series. You don't have to choose the same pile every time. I am going to change the cards in the next series. I'm planning to take a day off tomorrow so that I can concentrate on my personal clients. I do have a lot of personal clients piled up, and I really have to get them sorted. So that is what I'm going to do tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, I'm coming back with an all new series. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. So Thursday I'm taking off, one day off, because I've not taken off for a long time and I really need to get back to my personal clients. So let's get back to your reading. It is first year of your marriage and how people are going to see you. First year of their marriage, first year of pile one's marriage, first year of, okay. Beautiful. So your first year of marriage is going to be a very blossoming year. It's going to be a fabulous year for you, the best year you can have in your life. That is how it is going to be. Till then, not forever, till then it's going to be the best year of your life. And how the people are going to see you, the people are going to cheer on you. The people are going to see that, yes, this is the perfect couple. Yes, this is what real love feels like. Yes, this is how these two are blessed. That is what people are going to feel like. You should be very careful, because people do get jealous, and there are sometimes even our well-wishers feel a bit of jealousy. So you should be careful with who you're inviting in your house, who you're sharing your information with, who you're showing your honeymoon photos, who you're showing your wedding photos. Be a bit careful about what kind of energies they are sending you, because that is really important. Don't try to show off on social media. Don't try to put a lot of your pictures on social media, because this garden is something so blossoming and so fulfilling that people will get jealous of it. So your relationship, your first year of marriage is so beautiful. It is like you are planting seeds which are going to grow into mighty oaks, sorry. Sorry, oaks. The yolk, the egg, it means fertility, and I said that by mistake. So maybe you're getting pregnant within first year of your marriage, because that was a mistake. That was not in my mind, and I don't normally say yolk, and I'm saying that maybe some of you will get pregnant in the first year of your marriage. That is the possibility, because yolk, egg does means fertility, does means pregnancy. So that might come for some of you. So this is how your relationship is going to be like, how your marriage is going to be like, something which is blossoming, something where you're doing a lot of work, you're putting in a lot of work. The first year of a marriage is very crucial in case of anybody's marriage, because you have to put in more work in it. You have to understand your partner. Even if you were with that partner for a long time in a love relationship, and you were staying with them, you were living with them, you were the girlfriend boyfriends for years, still marriage changes a lot of things, because other people get involved in this. When you're a girlfriend and boyfriend, so you don't have to deal a lot of with the in-laws, with the family friends, with any more expectations. But marriage changes a lot of things. So this, yes, you're putting in a lot of work in this. You're doing your hard work, you're planting a lot of seeds, and they are going to grow really big and tall and mighty. And this marriage is going to be absolutely successful, because the first year efforts, because both, and the efforts are coming from both husband and the wife. It is not only one person's effort. They are coming from both the couple, and this couple is going to really transform into something powerful, something beautiful. Some, you know how people are going to come, young people are going to come and ask you for marriage advice. That is how this marriage is going to blossom into something really beautiful. You might get pregnant in the first year, because I did say that by mistake. And you can see that this is so colorful and so radiant. So you're going to decorate your house in a beautiful way. So wherever you're going to stay, whatever your situation is, however big or small your house is going to be like, you're going to cherish it, you're going to decorate it, you're going to make it your heaven, you're going to make it something beautiful. You might actually work on your garden, which you will own after your marriage. You might actually plant trees, plant flowers, which you will enjoy for years to come. So your first year of marriage does look like a beautiful, beautiful heaven, which you will create with lot of hard work, with lot of effort. And whatever effort and whatever hard work you're putting in this marriage, in this relationship, the people around you, your well wishers are going to cheer on that. They're going to be happy about that. They're going to feel that yes, this is a perfect pair. Yes, this is someone who's doing the good job rightly. They might give you advice, and they might even support you. Some people might even get financial support from their family to have to buy their home, or when it comes to planning your kid, maybe you will even get financial support, but you're definitely getting emotional support from your family, your in-laws, or your family for sure. So this is going to be blossom into a beautiful relationship. That is what I can see. Something which people are really going to cheer on. But you should be careful who you're sharing all your information with, because people do get jealous. That is human nature. Jealousy does come when everything is going well. So that is what it is. It is going to be effort. It is not going to be all smooth sailing. It is going to be some kind of adjustment, some kind of learning. Something every day will be filled with something where you'll have to think before you talk or behave, because you're going to understand new aspects of life. There are going to be efforts in this, because gardening is not easy work. The garden looks beautiful when it is blossoming, when it is filled with flowers and trees and all, grass and all. But it's not an easy work. You have to put in a lot of effort in it. You have to know where you need to water, how much you need to water, what kind of fertilizers you need to use, what kind of medicines, what kind of treatments, what kind of flower grows in which kind of weather, what kind of trees grow in which kind of season. You have to know all that. So that, yes, definitely there is going to be a lot of learning, lot of development, lot of growth. But the whatever efforts you're putting in your first year are going to be the foundation of this marriage, are going to uphill this marriage for years to come, for decades to come, not years, decades to come. Because look at these mighty trees over here. Yes, that is how the marriage is going to grow. Like, it is going to start with a small sapling, with a small seed, with one seed like that which you're planting on the first year, and it's going to grow into a mighty tree. That is how it is happening. And yes, many of you will get pregnant on the first year itself. Wow, look at this. Such a beautiful card to get on a wedding series, on a marriage series. So yes, your cup is going to overflow with happiness, with love, with happiness in the first year of your marriage. There you are going to get help from your family, like right from in-laws, or from your family. The newly married couple is going to get help, financial help, emotional help, might even get a property from them. Like, you might get something like a property as a gift, because this does show overflowing of wealth, overflowing of love, overflowing of happiness. So your first year of marriage is going to be very well supported by the divine, by your family, by your well wishers, by your angels. It's going to be very well supported, and it is going to be something where you are going to use all your creative, because this is also about creativity. So you're going to use all your creativity to make it beautiful, to make it shine, to make your house beautiful, to make your home. I'm not you're going to change that place, that building, that apartment into your home. That is what you're going to do in the first year of marriage. You're building your foundations. It's beautiful energies for you, pal number 1. Oh wow, look at this. Look at the positive cards. Wow. Beautiful. Yes, this is a wish come true. Your wishes are coming true in this marriage. This is a new journey for sure. This, your future spouse and you are someone who's walk who's d- d- getting into a new journey, because a marriage is something completely different than being just girlfriend boyfriends. Your entire perception about relationship changes. You really see things in a very different way. People also look at you in a very different way. So this is a complete new beginning, and you trust each other blindly. There is a lot of faith, there is a lot of loyalty in this relationship, in this marriage. You trust each other, there is a lot of beauty. So as I felt from the right first card, that yes, this marriage is going to be filled with beauty. So you're going to blossom into someone beautiful, someone handsome, someone who's in their best shape or best way. Like they people are going to come and tell you that your glowing marriage really suits you. So that is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel beautiful, you're going to feel better, you're going to glow up. There is going to be a lot of loyalty, a lot of friendship, a lot of uh, protection in this relationship. You're going to protect each other, you're going to have each other's back, and you're going to step into this beautiful relationship, beautiful marriage, with full faith in each other, faith in divine, faith in your angels, faith in your family. So there is a lot of faith also in this relationship, and with a lot of innocence also. You're diving in, you're coming as a clean slate. You're not bringing in old baggage. You have released the baggage, you have done the work, and that is how you're stepping in. And that is why this marriage feels like a dream come true, wish fulfillment. The Knight of Swords also talks about ambition, action orientation, driven to succeed, and fast thinking. So you both, the young couple is very ambitious, the newly married couple is very ambitious when it comes to their house, when it comes to their life, when it comes to their career. So you both are going to use this initial years of your marriage, the first year and the next few years, to drive your career, to make money, to have better things in your life, a better house, a better car, trying to make most of the initial years, so that you can have better days ahead. That is how this couple is going to be, like very action oriented. And this does say that yes, you are going to be very much physical. That honeymoon period is going to go on for more than a year, and yes, this is going to result into a baby for sure. So many of you are going to get pregnant in the first year of your marriage. And like in on your first anniversary, you will either be with a baby or with a baby belly. So that is definitely going to happen, and this is a wish come true. This is something which you all hoped of, dreamed of, which you planned for. This card talks about satisfaction. This card talks about gratitude. So you are being thankful, you are being grateful for all these blessings which are coming in your life, and you are also grateful for your family's help, for your person's help. So because I can see these rewards over here, these are cups, these are nine of cups, but they look like awards, they look like rewards. So people are going to reward you, people are going to feel that they are doing right, they are doing what they are supposed to do, they got it, they really are the perfect couple. So people are going to award you, reward you, people are going to help you. That was the first, from the first card I was feeling that yes, you're going to get a lot of help from your well wishers. Now let's see what suggestions are there, what oracles has to say for you on your first year of marriage. Sorry, this is a very positive pile. Right from the garden itself, the gardener itself, it does show that it's a very positive pile. And you have chosen the green Tara, which is about supreme protection. You are being protected. You have this advice that let go your past. Your past should not be a part of your future, of your marriage. Don't drag in your past, your whatever you went through in your past, be it in your childhood, be it with an ex, be it with a job where you were mistreated, or where you were fired without any proper reason. something unfair happened with you, you had to go to court or do some legal procedures for something unfair. Whatever happened in the past should not be in your marriage. You have to release it. Even if it was really challenging, it don't pull it again in your marriage, because that is how that is how you spoil relationships, that is how you spoil marriage, because the energies, negative energies, bring in a lot of misery with them. So, whatever happened in the past, release it. Release it. Don't carry the baggage. Walk without any baggage. Go in with this relationship, in this marriage, without holding on to your past, without keeping your past in your heart. Because that, even if that person who hurt you is not going to come in your life, in your marriage life again, still the dark energies, the bad energies which you are bringing in by holding on to the past will attract new negative energies, new bad energies, new misery. So you don't want all that in your beautiful marriage, right? You have to protect your garden with pesticides. You have to protect your garden with obviously organic and natural pesticides, natural things, not the chemical ones. So you have to protect yourself from anything, from any kind of negativity in your which might come in your marriage. That was a message for someone, not for everyone. I do understand that now people are more aware of letting go. People do understand the importance of letting go. People do understand how important it is to release. Direction guardian, choose your path. Yes, you have to choose this path. When you are walking with full faith towards your new relationship, towards your new marriage, then you have to make this deliberate decision of choosing your path, of not looking behind. So what signs are coming up over here? We have a lot of cups. So water signs: Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And we have the direction guardian over here. So we can see Taurus, we can see Leo. That is what we can see over here. So Taurus and Leo, and this does feel like Scorpio, Aquarius as well. Because we have the star over here. So Scorpio and Aquarius feeling also I get from this card. So we have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. These are the signs which I can see over here. So you have to deliberately choose where you have to go and release your past. That is a message for someone who is holding on to the pain, the anger, the guilt, the disappointment for I don't know what reason. I really don't understand why do people hold on to pain and anger, because yeah, it was painful. Yes, it was unfair. Yes, it was something which you will never forget. But you don't have to hold on to that pain. Release it. Let it go. The minute you will, how you know that you have released it? When you start talking about it and you're not crying, you're not getting upset, then you know that you have released it from your emotions. Every time when you're talking about it and you're crying, you're getting upset, you're losing focus on whatever you're doing, then you still are holding on to that pain. So a lot of meditation, a lot of work will help you release that past, because that past should not have any place in your beautiful house, in your beautiful marriage, in your beautiful relationship, which will be like a blessing, like a dream come true. Phases and cycle. There is a beginning with every ending. Yes, there should be an ending in your life. Illusions are revealed and released. So whatever the illusion was, whatever the secret was, whatever the lying, cheating, the manipulation, whatever you went through, you have understood that, you have learned your lesson, you have grown, you have moved forward. So now that will not be a part of your life anymore. So there should be a complete ending, so that you can move ahead. And your ancestors are blessing this marriage. Your ancestors, so do one thing, do something for your ancestors. Burn a candle, offer something like flowers, any ancestors. Even if you don't know your ancestors, you can just say, to my ancestors I'm doing this, for my ancestors I'm doing this. Feed a crow. That is a beautiful way to honor your ancestors. Crow does represent ancestors. So you can put something out for crows to eat. If you can't find crows, then you can put it out to eat for any animals to eat. Feed some stray animals. Feed some animals. Feed a crow or multiple crows, and a lot of crow. Multiple crow is known as murder. Isn't it funny the way the many crows are? The word isn't murder. So murder of crows means many crows. So you can feed many crows. You can feed other birds if you can't find crows, or you can feed any animals also. And when you're feeding, say thank you universe, thank you ancestors. This is my way of saying thank you to the universe, or thank you to my ancestors for helping me, for guiding me. Even before you know anything about your marriage, about your relationship, you're saying thank you in advance. There is no problem in saying thank you in advance. When you send an official mail, don't you say that thank you in advance or thank you? So what's wrong in saying that in a spiritual realm? Say thank you in advance. Say that you trust your ancestors. Say that you trust the universe. So do that for sure, so that it will help you with this new beginning in your life. And there is a beginning within every ending. There is no harm in feeding animals any time of your life. Feeding animals brings a lot of blessings. Or helping a homeless person, or helping someone who needs help, brings a lot of blessings. That is how you show the universe that you are in a thankful, in a grateful position, and you are strong enough to help others. So the universe increases your blessings, because the universe sees, the divine sees that you're being someone who can help others. So they increase your blessings so that you can help more people, help more animals. And now let's see some of your handmade notes, my handmade notes, to get a glimpse about this beautiful marriage. It is going to be a very beautiful marriage for pile number 1, but please do some work for it. Get out of the past, get out of the negative mindset. Sometimes I do get harsh with my clients, or with my, or even on the chat, even on the comments. If I see somebody stuck in a negative mindset, I do have to drag them out, I do have to pull them out, especially my clients. If someone is like, no, I cannot forget this, that, and I have to keep on explaining and keep on helping them understand that how you're harming yourself, how there is a wound, and you're picking on it, you're making it deeper, you're making it more painful, you're making it more bad than it should be. So I have to go in detail and explain that to my clients. Even on my comments, if I see someone stuck in a negative mindset, I have to go in deep and explain them. Tough love, sometimes I do have to use tough love, but that is my job, that is my role as a person who is guiding through tarot, through spirituality. If my client trusts me, then I have to take up that role. So yes, dark hair, light or brown. So you or your spouse will have dark hair, light on brown, and I can see very light hair also. So can also have blonde hair or brown hair. Genius, high IQ, inventor, analyst. So you or your person is this. Charitable, giver, prosperous. Move, relocate, new location. So maybe you are going to move because of this marriage, or when you get married, you're going to start a new journey, a new life. Create this house, this beautiful house, which I saw that it's going to be a very beautiful, pleasant, very nicely decorated, a very welcoming house. So maybe that is what you're going to start in a new location. Spontaneous, adventurous, bold. Supportive, enthusiastic, in love. So yes, this relationship is going to be supportive. You're going to be enthusiastic about the new journey, the new phases, how can you make it better, and you're going to be in love for sure. Like, this is pure love, this is real love. This is not that love which you show off. No, this is the love where you genuinely care for each other. That is the kind of love I can see in this marriage. Very beautiful love. And there is going to be a spontaneous and adventurous relationship. Like, you both are going to be like uh, making spontaneous plans to spice up your life, to have fun, go on some kind of adventures, be bold with each other. It's a blessing when you can be bold with someone, when you can just be yourself with someone, and that is what I feel this marriage is going to be like, a true blessing. Loves to play, yes, you're going to love to play with each other. Baker sweet tooth, so maybe you or your person is going to have a sweet tooth, so there is going to be a lot of baking going on. Foreigner, long distance, other culture, yes, I did say that someone is going to move, relocate, so maybe this is a foreigner, maybe this person is not from your country. Long distance, other culture, maybe you will have to indulge in other cultures, understand other cultures, learn, adapt. Under the stars, yes, maybe you will have fun, a lot of fun, in your garden, maybe in under the stars. Maybe you will like to make love under the stars, so something under the stars, or maybe you're wishing upon a star for this relationship, for this marriage. Loves to laugh, yes, a lot of laughter, a lot of happiness, a lot of playtime. Clever, smart, witty, so clever, genius, high IQ, that has come more than once. So maybe one of you is really going to be very smart, studious, book smart, doing some kind of job where you need to be really smart. So this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Do make sure that you're not carrying your past. Please make sure that you feed animals or feed crows as a thank you in advance. And also, don't try to attract any negative people in your life. So try to protect yourself and your relationship and your future spouse from any kind of jealousy or negative people. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the series. So tomorrow I'm taking a break for my personal clients, and then day after tomorrow I'm starting a whole new series. Thank you again. I'll see you in my next one. Welcome, pal number 2. Today we are doing the 7th and final video of our future marriage series. The video is first year of your marriage, and I'm also adding how people are going to see you as a couple, because somebody requested that was not a part of the series, but I'm adding this to the video. And also that tomorrow I'm taking a day off. I'm not going to upload a video because I have to concentrate on my personal clients. I have a lot of personal clients request piled up, and I have to sort them out. So that is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then after day after tomorrow, I'm coming up with a new series. So that is what is happening. Oh my god, 2 cards came up for my beautiful pal number 2. So this is how the marriage is going to be like. The first year of the marriage is going to be like commitment, like something like this, soulmates coming together, pleasant, beautiful, divine. So this is how the relationship is going to be like. It's going to feel very peaceful, it's going to feel very happy, beautiful. It's going to feel like you met your soulmate, you met someone, just someone who you can be your true self. This is these the swans, they mate for life. So this is like for life, forever. This is ultimate bliss, this is happiness, this is pure love. This feels like 2 of cups to me, the 2 of cups energy. So yes, a unified love, partnership, mutual attraction. So there is partnership in this, there is support, there is a beautiful relationship which I can see in this marriage, where your wishes have come true, where you have done a lot of work. You have prayed to moon, you have prayed to Lady Venus, you have done a lot of prayers, a lot of law of attraction practices, a lot of moon rituals, release rituals. You have done all this to attract this beautiful relationship, to attract this marriage, and it has worked for you. And you have even let your past go. Look at these lotuses over here. So you have shed your past, your past does not touch you anymore. So that is what I can see, a beautiful, pleasant, like the scene over here. This is, and even the people who are looking at this marriage are going to see look at you in this way, that yes, it is a beautiful, pleasant relationship. It's a nice couple, it's a sweet couple. This couple does make a beautiful pair. This couple is made for each other. That is what they're going to say. They are made for each other, and that is how you're also going to feel, like you're perfectly made for each other, like you were two puzzle pieces who fit together perfectly. This is a beautiful relationship, and whatever efforts you're going to put in the relationship, others are not going to see that. Others are going to just see this calm and beauty. See the swans, they are making they have to move their legs under the surface of the water. They have to do some kind of movement. They have to keep moving their legs to float. We cannot see that. We can see this swan effortlessly gliding. The same way, whatever is happening in this relationship, you're not going to share with the world. The world will not be able to see that. Whatever efforts, whatever work you're putting in, the world will see this as a perfect picture. They don't have to see how you're doing the work, what you're doing exactly. Whatever is going to happen in this relationship, it's going to stay between you and your person. Your family is not going to be involved in it. Your relatives, your friends, no one will know what is happening. You both will have a relationship where you don't share everything, every last details about your life with the entire world, which is actually a good way to have a beautiful relationship, because you don't want other people's meddling, you don't want other people's jealousy, you don't want other people's trying to disturb your mind by their opinion, which might be completely different from what you and your person thinks about, what you and your person feel. So that is how this relationship is going to be like. You're going to keep your business to yourself, which is the best way to have a strong marriage. So that way you will share all your secrets with your spouse, and your spouse will share all your secrets with you. There is not going to be a third party or anybody. I'm not talking when I say third party, it does not have to be someone like a extramarital affair. No, this is, I'm talking about third party, like a relative, like in-laws, like siblings, like friends, who do sometimes meddle in a marriage, and they do sometimes bring some kind of negativity in a marriage, which is not going to happen in this relationship, because these two are stronger together. These two are keeping their business to themselves. These two are not letting the details of whatever is happening out to the entire world. So that is the best part of keeping a marriage stronger, because you're sharing everything with each other, and you're also being someone who will stick together in all situations. So you're a team. You both are a team, and that is how people are going to see you, that they are together, they are team. You offend one, the other one will get affected. You tell something to one, the other one will know about it. It's a team. You're joint. People are also going to say that to you. It's like after marriage you're joined to the hips. That is what people are going to say. And don't let other people's opinion, jealousy, or anything affect your relationship, because you are strong. You are stronger together. You're going to grow stronger together. You're there for together for life. It's a beautiful marriage, which I can see. And I do feel that one of you will travel. Maybe one of you will travel, or one of you will go somewhere for a while, where the other one will have to write, like you'll have to write to each other, have to chat, have to write. There will be some distance in between, like maybe one of you will have to travel for work, or maybe you're already living at a distance. So initially there will be some, like in the first year, maybe for few weeks or few months, maybe one of you will have to be at a distance, like go somewhere, not be at home, travel for some reason. This can be anything, deployment or this can be because of your work. So for any reason, one of you will have to go far, and then you will write to each other. You will talk with each other every day. You will make sure that you're staying connected, that you make sure that your relationship is not affected. You will make sure that that both of you know that how the other one misses and how the other one feels. And this distance is going to make the relationship stronger. Don't feel that the distance is going to make anything go bad, or oh no, why we are going to be at a distance. No, the distance is going to make that pull, that attraction, that relationship stronger. The love is going to grow. You're going to keep thinking about everything you can do when you are back together. That is what is going to go on. You're going to plan, you're going to think, you're going to surprise each other by visiting each other. If that is possible, it will not be possible when it is when one of the spouses in the military and going for a deployment, then that won't be possible. But if it is possible, if you are someone who can travel to each other, then you will do that. You will surprise each other, and there will be a lot of fun and lot of planning going on in during this time. But whatever this distance will be, it's not going to be for the entire year. No, it's going to be for a short while, because I can see the light bag over here, like an overnight bag. This can also be an overnight distance. It doesn't have to be multiple weeks, multiple months. No, it can also be a couple of days, but still you will make it feel like you are really going far away, or that there is a really a lot of distance happening, because every day or every night you spend apart, it's going to help you come closer together. It's going to increase the love, the feelings for each other, the attraction, the pull towards each other. That is what I feel. And you're going to plan a lot of things when the other person goes away. So when the other person, or if you're going away like for a while, so when you're going to be separate, you're going to plan and think that how you can welcome this person, how you can surprise this person, what you can do, what you can get, how you can bring a lot of fun, lot of happiness, or do whatever they love, cook whatever that the other person loves. So there is going to be a lot of planning happening during this period where you are apart from each other. And this planning is all going to be like how you're going to show your love to the other person, and the other person is going to do the same. So if they are traveling, if they are the one going away, so whenever they see something which they know that you will love, you will enjoy, so they are going to buy it for you. They are going to make sure that they come with gifts, they come back with to let you know that they missed you, and you're going to do the same. So don't worry about this distance. It can be an overnight trip also, or it can be multiple weeks or multiple months. It is going to be different for different people, but you're going to grow closer together because of this distance. You're going to realize that how much you love each other, how much you miss each other, how much you mean to each other. That is how this distance is going to be played as. So I don't know even this if this will suit to everyone's situation or not, but that is what the messages came up. Now let's see how people are going to see you as a couple. As I said, people are going to say that they are meant to be, and they are like glued to each other, or they are like they are stuck to each other. That is how people are going to see, like they are the perfect pair, made for each other. That is one word which I heard, one phrase which I heard. So someone being sneaky, let's see what that is all about. Beautiful. This is such a nice card to get. This is a beautiful card to get. We'll see that later. So someone is being sneaky. So this can either be you trying to surprise your person, visiting them when they are away, and making something, having a nice beautiful surprise, or your person trying to surprise you. Or this can be someone trying to be bit negative or bring some negativity in your perfect relationship because they are jealous. So it's going to be different for different people. It can be as innocent as you going and to their place when they are far away and surprising them, or it can be someone who's actually jealous of your relationship and trying to plant a seed of negativity in your mind or in your person's mind. So it's going to be different for different people. So I don't know who this sneaky person is. It's going to, you can know this very well, you will know this very well. If you already know someone who has bad thoughts or bad energies around you, or can get easily jealous of you, you need to keep that person away from you. And if someone comes to you with some information, or they are trying to plant a seed of negativity in your mind, make sure that you should have a strong relationship with your partner first. So if someone is coming with lies to shake your marriage, make sure that you talk with your partner first before you react on it, before you make it a big deal. Because this relationship does feel like that you don't hide anything from each other, you share everything from each other. So don't give importance to a third person who's trying to spoil the marriage. If someone brings a seed of doubt or anything in your mind, talk with your person first. It might happen that you talk to each other, you end up laughing on this person, and this person's energy will not at all affect you, because this person's energy will only grow if you give it importance. It is not going to grow if you ignore it, if you remove it, if you make them understand that I like how crazy they were to try to spoil something in your marriage. So that is why you should always be very open and honest with your partner. So if any seed of doubt comes or anybody tries to spoil it, this can also be as innocent as you sneaking around, playing around, trying to do something fun, trying to do something kinky in the bedroom. This can also be that. But if it is some third person trying to plant a seed of doubt, then you should discuss that with your partner before doing any reaction. That, this person said this. What does that mean? Why? What do you think we should do about this? It should always be what we should do, not what I will do, or not what you did or what you will do. No, it should always be what is our plan, what are we going to do about it, how are we going to handle this situation. It should always be team. You are a team, you are meant to be together, and then nobody can shake your marriage. So that is what I felt. This might not suit to everyone, but whoever it is meant for, it's going to help them a lot in their marriage. So Page of Swords is all about new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating. Yes, I do feel that you're going to try to find new ways of surprising each other, new ways of making this relationship better, of maybe also new ideas in the bedroom, something fun, a lot of fun activity, a lot where you're feeling youthful, you're feeling happy, you're feeling excited. Temperance is about balance. Yes, I do feel that this is a balanced relationship. I can see Sagittarius over here. So maybe you or your person will have Sagittarius, and I do feel that this also felt like Two of Cups, and there is Cups over here. So, and Cups again, I can see Cups in the Temperance card. So I do feel that there is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Sagittarius. These are the signs, and Queen of Wands, so fire signs also. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. These are the signs which I can see over here. So don't give this person any importance, and this person will fade away, fall away, will not affect you at all. So I can see a relationship which will be passionate. I can see a marriage which will be courageous, confident. We will be confident about each other, confident about your marriage. You will not give importance to anybody trying to be sneaky, trying to bring doubt or a seed of doubt in your mind. You are going to be determined, you're going to be bonded to each other. So this is a beautiful marriage. You trust each other completely, and also social butterfly. So you're going to do a lot of you're going to invite a lot of people, you're going to entertain a lot of people, your guests, your friends, your relatives, your families. There's going to be a lot of entertainment which is going to go on. You're going to organize a lot of dinners, lunches, something in your house. That is also what I feel. You'll be the social butterfly of your community, of your society, of your neighborhood. That is also what I see. I do see a lot of happiness in this marriage. This marriage is going to have kids for sure. Not in the first year, obviously, but yes, it's going to have kids after, as years go ahead. And the 10 of Cups is a beautiful card for a relationship, divine love, blissful relationship, harmony. alignment. So right from the first card, I can see a lot of harmony and peace in this relationship, a lot of trust, a lot of happiness, alignment. Now let's see some guidance, if we can get some guidance for my beautiful pile number 2. So I hope you enjoyed the series. I am going to take a day off tomorrow. As I said earlier, I have to concentrate on my personal clients, and then from day after tomorrow I'm going to start with a new series. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. If you're coming for a personal reading, I will give you a date from the next week, because this week I'm completely booked. I do need a day for that. Let's see suggestions for my pile number 2. Suggestion for my pile number 2. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Yes, this relationship is going to grow very stronger, grow in a better way. I have given this advice to pile number 1, but I'm telling you also, if you can feed crows, do that. If you can feed animals, birds, do that, and say thank you while you're doing it. Say thank you, divine, thank you universe, whoever you believe in, thank you ancestors, thank you angels, for the support, the guidance you're bringing in my life, for the happiness you're bringing in my life. Say thank you and feed crows, feed animals, stray animals, feed birds. That will definitely help you in a spiritual realm. Grow within your current situation. So your wise one, so your elders are going to be very happy about this relationship. I do see a lot of happiness in this family. So the elders in the family are going to be feeling the bliss, the happiness in this relationship. They are going to give you nice advice. They're going to give you the advice which will help you. They might even help you financially. The wise one, the elders of the family are going to bless this relationship, and this blessing you will need for sure. And I can see blue eyes and brown eyes, which I generally always see, and dark hair. So if it suits someone, that is for you. And the moon over here, see, look at this, the moon, big moon, the small moon, the full moon, the crescent moon. So in any situation, in any day, in any season, whatever happens, your relationship is going to shine, your relationship is going to feel good. This marriage is going to be blessed by the elders, by the ancestors, by the angels, by the divine. You are getting this 10 of cups for a reason. Do feed crows or animals as a thank you. It will definitely help you. Don't feed anything harmful to them. Make sure that you're feeding something good. Say thank you while you're feeding. Amethyst. So maybe this is also something which will bring in luck for you. Divine order. This is Lady Portia, but amethyst might also, because we have the amethyst over here. So having amethyst, keeping amethyst with you, many people do have it. This is a very loved stone actually. People do love to have amethyst. So you can keep it, you can carry it around, you can have it under your pillow, you can hold it while you meditate. So divine order, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So an important lesson is unfolding in your situation. You are learning something new. Every day you are learning something new, an important lesson, some new information. You're doing your work, you're releasing your past, you're saying thank you for the blessings which are yet to come. So every day you're learning something new, you're growing within, and that is a good way. So do that. If you can feed crows, if you can feed animals, please do that. I told the pile number 1 the same thing. And say thank you while you're doing it. Thank you to the universe, thank you to divine, whoever you want to say thank you to. Helping others, donating to others, supporting others will increase your blessing, will bring this energy faster in your life. Let's see in the handmade notes if we can get more information about this beautiful marriage. It's like partnership. It feels like partnership. It feels like, yes, life partners. It feels like, yes, you will be like a team. What one person feels, the other one will be feeling the same. The other one will be affected by everything what the one person goes through. Even if you have to separate for a while, like be at a distance for a while due to job, due to any reason, be it for days or weeks or months, it's going to bring you closer together. That the bond is going to deepen, the attraction is going to feel more powerful, melts in each other's arm. Beautiful, very nice physical relationship as well. I can feel a beautiful balanced emotional relationship, but even the physical relationship is going to be beautiful. Trust, yes, blind trust, deep trust upon each other. That is why the person who's going to try to shake this is not going to be successful, because you trust each other. Divine masculine, dynamic, visionary, innovative, powerful. So there is going to be this energy in the marriage. Divine masculine, dynamic, visionary, innovative, powerful. Divine timing, so divine has come twice. Wow. And divine order also, divine has come thrice. So divine is in charge of this relationship, divine is working in your favor. You're really blessed. Family oriented, trustworthy, yes, the family is going to be happy about this relationship, about this marriage. The family is going to bless this relationship, support this marriage. Blue eyes, as I said already, blue eyes, I did see blue eyes on this card. Imaginative, this came twice, innovative and imaginative. Over the water, yes, I do feel that for a while some of you may have to travel, be at a distance. Over the water, respectful, polite, yes, that is how this relationship is going to be like. Respectful, polite, not arrogant about your bliss, about your happiness, but actually humble, actually polite. Planner, Virgo, so you or your person might have Virgo in your sun, moon or rising. We already saw. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and now Virgo. Netflix and chill, yes, melt in each other's arms and Netflix and chill, same energy. Whatever quality time you get, whatever alone time you get, you're going to be in each other's arms. Health conscious, so maybe you or your person is health conscious. So this was the reading for you. This is not visible, the sun has risen now. I have to close the shades because it's making the colors change. So this was your reading, pile number 2. Do let me know what you think about this reading and the entire series. Tomorrow I'm taking a break to concentrate on my personal clients. Then after that I'm going to come with a new series altogether. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your love, support, and thank you for really all your advices and all your suggestions for the series. If you have any new suggestions, do let me know. I'll see you in my next one. Welcome, pile number 3. Today we are doing the 7th and final video of our future marriage series. Today's video is first year of your marriage, and I'm also adding how will people see you as a couple, because somebody suggested that. It was not a part of the series, but I'm adding it. So that is also what we are going to see today. So today I hope you enjoyed the series. Tomorrow I am actually planning to take a day off. Tomorrow I have to concentrate on my personal clients. I do have some reading request piles up which I need to sort, which I need to concentrate on. Then day after tomorrow I will start with a brand new series. So that is what I'm going to do. I have not taken a break for a long now from YouTube, so that is what I'm going to do. One day break and concentrate on my personal clients. And yeah, if you are also planning to request me for a personal client or come to me for a personal client, I will have to give you next week's date. I'm completely booked. I'm already way behind my schedule, and so I have to take a day off to concentrate on that. So if you come for a personal reading, I'm going to do that next week. I'll give you a day next week date, and I will deliver on that day itself. No, don't worry about that. Whatever I promise, I do deliver on that. And also I have to give there is a giveaway also on 24th. Okay, so that also is there. So a personal reading giveaway is also there for one of my clients. So this is okay, this is what your marriage is going to be like. So your marriage is going to feel like it's expanding your heart. It is going to feel like your love is going to increase, your feelings for each other is going to increase. So maybe you know this person already, you're dating them for a while, you are in this relationship for a while. So whenever you get married, your relationship, your love is going to expand, it's going to increase, and you are going to be those one of those couples who are going to influence many people, maybe all over the world also. So maybe you will start something as a couple. This is your life purpose. You have to start something, maybe a business, a service, some kind of, maybe become the online influencers couple, where people do follow you, people do know what you're going through, because this is a beautiful pair which is coming together. Look at this two, like a twin flame, which is coming together and expanding their love all over the world. That is how this card feels like, and that is your life purpose. You were meant to do this, you were meant to start a business together. So that is what this couple is doing. They are coming together and they are starting something like traveling the world, or doing something where they are expanding their love, their knowledge, their whatever they are going through, whatever they did, maybe teaching law of attraction, maybe teaching something about relationships, something about marriage, something about something else completely. So you too might have similar passion, similar life purpose, similar work, or you do work in something where you can travel the world, or we can do something online, or maybe this is online, so world wide web. So maybe you are doing something online, you are spreading this knowledge, this information online. So this couple is doing something which is their life purpose, which is helping them spread their awareness, spread their light all over the world, and which is bringing a lot of prosperity for them, which is bringing recognition for them. People will know you, people will recognize you, there is stardom in this relationship. So that is what the first year is going to be like, where you understand that you are meant to do big things, where you come together, you become stronger. You might be doing this already, you might be an influencer already, you might be working, you might be doing your life purpose, like working on your life purpose, you already know your life purpose. But when you come together with your person, when you come together with your spouse, then it increases, it magnifies. Both of you come together, you join forces, and it actually helps you grow, it helps you become better, it helps you become more aligned to your life purpose. And that you're taking it to now to a next level, you're taking it to the entire world. That is what is happening, that is what I can see. So your first year is going to be very adventurous, with lot of activity happening, lot of things happening. You're going to spread your information all over the world, your whatever light, whatever love you're spreading, you're going to spread it all over the world. And the world is going to know you as that, yes, that couple, yes, that power couple, yes, they are doing fine, yes, they feel like the twin flames, like the soulmates. Yes, I do follow them. So that is what others are going to see you as a couple, that you were meant to be together, you were meant to spread this knowledge, you were meant to bring this new ideas, new opportunities in the world. You are meant to start something new, start a new revolution, something new, something you are starting which you are very much passionate about. You were doing this maybe before you even met each other, and then after meeting each other, or because of this reason, because of this passion, you met each other, and you uh, got together. You understood that by getting together, by collaborating, by working together, you can expand this, you can make this bigger. Okay, wow, look at the cards you're getting. My, look at these cards. So yes, a big change is happening. You both were doing something to, maybe you both were working earlier in normal jobs, in normal day-to-day jobs, and then you started talking with each other. You came to know, because of your passion, you started talking with each other. You understood that you can have a career, have earn a living through this. And you both quit your job, you both started traveling the world, you both started doing this full time, this whatever your passion is. You both are supporting this, because there is a big change you're going to is going to happen in your life once you get together. So this big change will be a complete new beginning, a new opportunity, something where you are making this big awakening is happening. You both are awakening, you both are becoming spiritual, you both are understanding how your life purpose will help others, and you're going to take that seriously and go walk on that path. So that is what you're doing. This big change is happening in both of your lives, not only one. Maybe both of you are quitting your normal day jobs which you really didn't enjoy, you really didn't like, and you're following your life purpose. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Don't feel that, oh my god, will I have to lose my job when I, or quit my job when I get married? No, if you don't want to, you don't have to. This is for them who really hates their job and cannot wait to quit, cannot wait to follow their dreams, cannot wait to follow their life purpose. It is not for everyone. It is a general reading after all. It is not going to mean for everyone. So yes, this does feel like you both are taking major steps to follow your dream, to follow your passion, to, you have realized your life purpose, you have helped each other realize your life purpose. So there is a lot of new opportunities which is coming in your life. So this will start before your marriage, these new opportunities, and then you will understand that it makes sense that we get committed, we get married, because we are going to be partners forever, we are going to do this forever, we are going to be partners in business, we are going to be working together, we are going to be traveling together, we are living together, we are, so we might also be a legally married couple, because everything else we are already very much bond like a married couple. So that is what the discussion is going to feel like. It is some, it's, I don't want to sound unromantic, no, but I do feel that you will spend a lot of time together, planning, thinking, working. So you're going to be those couple who are doing, who are running their business, who are doing something together, who are traveling the world, who are spreading their knowledge, who are spreading their information. Perfect pair, perfect business partners, perfect life partners, helping each other, being each other's strength, strengthening each other, supporting each other. That is what this marriage is going to be like right from the first year, even before you get married. That is what you're going to start working on. So a lot of new ideas, new creative projects, clarity. Yes, you'll get a lot of clarity also when you start dating, or when you start being with each other. You will understand a lot that why this life purpose is there in your life, why you have this calling, why you both have this similar calling. So that is also going to be like, and a success also. This is also success, because we can see the crown over here. So whatever the new path, new adventure, new beginnings you will go for, breakthrough ideas you will go for, it will be successful. It might feel risky, it might feel that what, this is something, maybe people will not understand it, people will see that what are you doing, but it is going to be successful. Nowadays people don't have to be in traditional jobs, they can do anywhere, any job they want. When I decided to do tarot, my family was shocked. My family was, are you crazy? I was a banker, and my family was, you're leaving a nice stable job for something so weird. What is this? What is this? Is a phase, this is not going to be successful. But today, those same people who used to doubt me come to me for advice, come to me for readings. They are always like, help me, what is happening over here, what is, read for me, do something for me. So that is how it happens. People will doubt you, but if you're sure that this is something you are meant to do, then, and that is your life purpose, then go for it. Definitely go for it. So the Hermit is someone of Virgo energy over here. So you, maybe you or your person has Virgo or Pentacles, which is again earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is strong over here. So strong Pentacles, and maybe fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but strong earth sign. So the Virgo is about studying. So this new creativity which you will, the new creative adventurous opportunity which you will start, the new startup you will start, you're going to feel, you're going to have to research on it, study on it. You both will have to study, you both will have to dive deeply into it. It's not going to happen overnight. No, you'll have to put in a lot of work, lot of effort in it. That is how it's going to be like. So it's going to be like a pair who's a to a partner, business partner, or couple of friends, or a pair is starting a new business, a new startup. and how much dedication, devotion, and commitment, and study and research is needed for that. You both are going to put in that. You're going to burn the midnight oil. You're going to put a lot of efforts in it. So, your first year of marriage is going to be the efforts you'll put in to have a beautiful life ahead, to have a beautiful business, to have something which will be a strong foundation. You want to create a legacy. You want to leave your kids with lot of money. You want to be the first millionaires in your family. You want to be those couple who can really show the world that how your life purpose or your passion can make you someone wealthy, make you someone famous, someone happy. So that is what you're going to concentrate on, and you're going to support each other, you're going to help each other, and it is all going to turn into something good, because we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is all about wealth, business, leadership, abundance, security, discipline. So yes, a lot of discipline will be needed, because this is not only a marriage you're starting, you're also starting a business, you're also starting a financial adventure. So two adventures you're going to start with this marriage: a financial adventure and your marriage, your relationship. So relationship and financial, two new adventures you're starting together, and you're going to do well in it, because I can see security, I can see stability, I can see a lot of happiness, I can see very well disciplined business which is going on. You do need dedication, you need discipline, you need efforts. It cannot go happen without that. Only ideas is nothing. Only ideas means nothing. You have to put work in it. So and that work is will be successful, it will be rewarded. I can see abundance, and when you achieve all this, there is going to be a big celebration. So maybe your first anniversary is going to be as big as your wedding celebration. Maybe your wedding celebration was not that big, maybe because of covid restrictions, or maybe because of financial restrictions. You didn't have that big of a celebration for your wedding. You didn't do everything you wanted to do, but in this year you really started something new which made you a lot of money, and because of that you're throwing a big party for your first anniversary. So your first anniversary is going to be like a big wedding celebration. All your friends, family, whoever doubted you for this life purpose, for this journey, will be celebrating your success, will be saying, I always knew you will do something good. I've always knew you both are meant to do something big. We always knew that you will start something amazing. That is what you'll hear from them. Whoever is doubting you in the initial stage will come saying that they always knew that you will be successful. 1111. So yes, twin flame, I did feel that in this card also. You are twin flame, you are meant to walk on the same path, you are meant to go through the same journey, you are meant to start something together, and this is how your first anniversary is going to be, like a big beautiful celebration. You might even renew your vows on your first anniversary. That also you might do, that you will feel that we can now afford a beautiful big marriage, let's do that. So that also you might do on your first wedding anniversary. Hold your space. Yes, hold on to whatever ideas, whatever knowledge, whatever skills you have. Hold on to that, because that is your life purpose, that is your inner calling. Hold on to that. Don't listen to naysayers, don't listen to people who think that you cannot do something great. But be careful when you're quitting your job. If both of you are quitting a job and you're not able to pay your bills, please make proper plans. Think about it. Virgo is thinking. Virgo is contemplating. The hermit over here thinks before they take a step. So please think before you take these steps. Have some savings, have some backing, have some backup. Maybe instead of quitting, take a break, take a sabbatical, so that you always have a backup to fall on. Have a net. That is what I want to say. Hold on to the space, hold on to, and give yourself a year time at least, or more than that. You cannot see overnight success. When I started tarot, I did give myself a year time. When I started YouTube, I did give myself a year time. Always give yourself time. Don't expect overnight results. It never happens. It's impractical to expect overnight results. If I would have not been successful on YouTube in a year, I will quit and I will start something else. But because of God's grace, I did find success like within 3 months only. I was able to monetize my channel. I did find many new clients. So yes, I'm going to stick with YouTube. Thank you so much. I have you guys to thank it for. And just to be my show my appreciation, I am going to give a personal reading every month free to one of my subscribers. This month it's going to be on 24th, which is coming very soon. Hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Yes, recognize your divine worth. Love is yours. Love and acceptance. So you are going to feel worthy. Your person is going to accept you completely. Whatever you are bringing in the relationship, even if you feel that you are not good enough, even if you feel that you have some things you need to work on, your person is going to help you work on it. You both are going to have hope for this relationship, hope for your career, hope for your future. You both are going to love and accept each other with everything. Everything. Like the song All of You, which I really love that song, All of You. So you're going to accept each other with everything. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So always be in loving thoughts, always be in positive thoughts. Recognize that you are meant to do something big. You're meant to shine. You're meant to spread your love, your light, your whatever your talent is. You're meant to spread it to the entire world. Manifest that. Love is yours. This love is surely yours. This is the twin flame card. We can see twin flames on this card also. You have this divine love coming towards you. Recognize that you have the divine worth. You're meant to do big things. Love and acceptance, hope. And also one more thing, I have given this suggestion to pile number 1 and 2 because it came up in their readings. So I'm suggesting you guys also do feed crows if you can. If you can feed any stray animals, do that. But if you can feed crows or feed any birds. Say thank you while doing it. It is a way to say thank you to your ancestors. It is a way to say thank you to the universe, to your spirit guides, to your angels, to the divine. Do feed any stray animals if you can. Do feed crow. Especially during lockdowns, during restrictions, the stray animals were affected. They are not able to find food. Restaurants are closed. Many stray animals cannot find food. People are less on the road. So try to feed any animal or crows if you can. In summer, try to keep water for them. Because that is the way to say thank you to the universe. That is the way to say thank you to your ancestors. I said that I gave that advice to pile 1 and 2, so I'm giving it to you as well. In their cards, the crow did come up, and crow is your ancestors, and in your card the ancestors has come up. So do that will bring in blessings in your life, that will make this journey easier for you. So as a thank you, offer something like water, food to stray animals, to even if you can give to homeless people or less fortunate people. Donate if you can donate, whatever you can do. Even if you can offer water to animals, that is also something, doing something rather than not doing anything. So start doing that if you're not doing it. If you're already doing it, really good, really nice. So that was my message and that was your reading. Oh, I'm so sorry, I have handmade cards yet to do. I forgot. So as I said earlier, tomorrow I'm taking a gap. Tomorrow I'm taking a break for my personal readings. I will come after that, day after tomorrow, with a complete new series. Thank you for all your love, your support. Let's see what is happening in your marriage. It does look like a beautiful partnership. It does look like you are going to bring in a lot of prosperity. It does look like you're going to make money, more money than anybody you know together. Might not happen in the first year itself, but That is how you're going to start, develop, have a strong foundation, build a strong business which will make a lot of money for you later on, or any success which you're interested in if you're not interested in material success. Let's see what more information we can see. Knight in shining armor, that is how you're going to be with each other's knight in shining armor. Caretaker, kind, loving, warm-hearted, compassionate, humanitarian. Yes, humanitarian, warm-hearted, kind, loving, caretaker, protector. Wow, that is how you're going to be with each other, protector of each other. Loyal and honest. Yes, that is what you need. Loyalty and honesty. Mentally and physically strong. Nature, picnic, alone time. Yes, you will have a lot of alone time. You will always be together because you're working together, you're doing jobs, you're doing something together, you're building a business together. So a lot of alone time. Maybe you will love taking walks in the nature, maybe you love go having picnics, campfire stories, maybe going on camps, or maybe this is some kind of business you're starting where nature is involved, where your activities in nature is something you're going to involve. Life of a party. Yes, you're going to throw a big party, a very big party, either for your business success, for your first anniversary, to announce your pregnancy, whatever. You're going to throw a big party for your friends, your family. Loving, nurturing, caring. Plus or minus 2 years, so that will be the age gap, plus or minus 2 years between you and your person. Fit, strong, gym. So maybe yes, this did came up twice. Physically strong, so maybe going to the gym. Great communication skills. Yes, that is needed when you are starting a business, when you're starting something on your own, when you're trying to spread your knowledge to the entire world. You do need great communication skills, so you will sharpen your skills on that. You will try to be better in that. So those were your messages, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you enjoyed the entire series. Tomorrow I'm taking a gap. Day after tomorrow I'm coming up with a whole new series. If you're contacting me for a personal reading, I'll take you next week. I'll give you a next week date, and whatever date I'll give you, you'll get your reading on that day itself. I do keep my word. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in my next one.